Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a video on first impressions on stuff that are new, some stuff that aren't new but they're new to me because I weren't able to get it. So let's get started. See on my face, my hyperpigmentation is proper banging today. So I thought I would give this little beauty a go, which is Revolution's Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation with hyaluronic acid, and it's medium to full coverage. So this is the sister to this beauty. We won't have a conversation about that because I got 5 bottles there, none of them are my goddamn shade. So I bought one bottle in 11.2. Hopefully it's my shade, but if it isn't, my first impression is going to be on Elf Poreless Putty Primer, which is meant to be a dupe of Touch's primer. Doesn't really smell of anything. It's alright. It's not... Well, I've never tried Toucher one. I've never seen it. I've only seen it on YouTube or Instagram, so I haven't got the money for that. I'm a drugstore little girl. So high end is a luxury for me. But it does seem to just disappear into the skin. I'm gonna give this a go, half on my face with a brush, and I'm using, this is from Freedom Professional London, before they be bought over by Revolution Beauty, or Makeup Revolution, however you want to call it. But this was in their sale, it was 3 for 2 on their Makeup Revolution website, and it was only for £1.75. One half is gonna be by, oh wow, Papa. I just cleaned it and I broke it. Oh well. Anyway, so I'm going to use one half with a sponge, and this is only from the pound shop. It's £1. Yeah, pound shop. I'm not hopeful. So I'm going to do one kind of pump and a swipe. So that's one pump and a swipe on that side. And I've done it on this side mainly because I want to see how it covers up my hyperpigmentation and mascara in there. So. So that's one side without, and that's the other. Very good coverage, but I could do with some colour correcting. Like in the camera, here looks very grey. Not in the camera, in the mirror, here looks very grey. So colour correcting might be a 1 underneath this, but again, I haven't found a good colour corrector. So if anyone knows a good colour corrector, please comment down below because I'm finding it difficult. Yeah, so let's do the other side with a sponge now. So I'm literally, this is from the pound shop. So it is pound shop one. This is my favourite shaped one. The one that's shaped like a teardrop. Oh my god, is it like a doorstop? So if you want to use that one, use it for baking. Like when you're baking underneath your eye. Don't use it for trying to do your foundation, your concealer. Don't bother. Use it for baking. It's one of those, it is just kadonk. It just doesn't even expand. Let's give this one a squeeze and a swipe as well. And we're going to just go with the sponge. This foundation definitely isn't as mattifying as the Conceal and Define. I can't explain it. Like I feel when I use the Conceal and Define, it just, I can feel instantly dry. With the sponge, it goes on quite well as well. I've left like a line there so you can see. I feel maybe with the sponge you get a bit more full coverage, whereas the brush you get a bit more airbrush. Like, don't you see? Can you see? Like, it's a bit more buffed. It's more buffed in. It's got good coverage. I will say that on this side where my hyperpigmentation is not as severe, it's giving me a lot more coverage, but again, I can still see the grey tone underneath. I chose not to colour correct because I wanted to see if it was one of those foundations I could just put on without colour correcting, but I feel I'm gonna have to. But yeah, I prefer the way this one blends into my hairline with a sponge, but I feel once you kind of press it in, it gives the same impression as the brush. What I've got theirs in 11.2. I also bought Elf Camo Concealer Corrector. Okay, 16-hour Camo Concealer. And this one is in Deep Olive. And I also bought NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Contour Concealer and Corrector. And I bought this in Cappuccino because I do have mahogany. No, sorry, wrong one. I have mocha, but I feel mocha as a contour colour is a bit too dark for me. So that's the Elf concealer. That's NYX Corrector or Concealer. This is very Conceal and Hydrate. Look how yellow that is. Right, that was brighter than that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave them on my hand a bit. Yeah, so that's mocha, and this is cappuccino, and I just feel like that is more of a contour color for me. So I'm gonna use this. Ooh, that's a bit too light to be using that. I was gonna use it to kind of conceal. Oh wow, that's just taken off the foundation. Okay, we're gonna fix that. That just took the foundation off. I've only done one pump on each side. I don't want it to look ham, but now I think I might just take a few dabs in my problem area. Yeah, I do like the coverage that second coat has given me around my mouth, so it is buildable. That is for definite. I will give this a go under my eyes. I might give the 16. Oh wow, look how much the 16-hour has oxidized. But you can just still see a little bit that's dry, but it is completely oxidized, which gives me a feeling like if I was to buy Deep Olive in the foundation, it actually might be my shade. But I'm literally just putting a dab there, just because it's meant to be full coverage. Again, I'm just using a little sponge. The Conceal and Hydrate a little go. Just to brighten up the area a little bit. I'm liking both these concealers. Like, I can't wait to kind of, I don't know, I think this is kind of works good with this. I think them two colours kind of mix together, but I feel this might be a bit dark. The way it oxidizes, I just feel that's more my skin tone, so I might use this as a cover up. I'm gonna be trying, I'm gonna be contouring. I'm gonna be using this, and this is oxidized again. It is oxidized. Actually, I'm gonna use my brush. Oh my god. The reason I kind of haven't just drawn all over my face is because the last time I did that, I had lines from where it started to oxidize and didn't blend in. So, oh, I'm liking the way that, oh God, I forgot about that side. Oh, I'm liking that. That is a very nice colour. On off. See, with me, I'm golden, but I'm red. I'm not pink. So, finding that colour where, oh, I'm liking it. Yeah, so I feel like I'm kind of colour correcting my face at the moment. With this contour, I'm liking it. Really liking the NYX concealer in Cappuccino. I definitely feel like it is caught, it's made my face look like my skin tone rather than being completely dark. Okay, so I'm gonna set my face with this. I normally have a little tray, but I can't find it. It's Revolution. I can't find it. It's somewhere. So I'm literally just gonna tap it out into the damn ass lid. And literally just set everywhere that I've put concealer, and then I'll see how I feel about everywhere else. Make sure you blend out those creases. And because of that, I'm doing eye by eye. I tend to use a brush, I don't bake, mainly because I don't like it. It tends to show all my flaws and everything. I wish I could bake, but I'm 32, mate. I got wrinkles, I'm getting them. So, I feel because I've tapped too many out, I'm gonna set the rest of my face with it. Just because it is Revolution, so why not? See, I love this powder. It is a lot more, like, I love this powder and I love this powder. Like, these are my two favourites, but this, it's just, like, when I say, like, what they say about NYX is true. That's all I can say. But this is like my everyday one. Like, I feel it does what it says on the tin and doesn't make me look cloudy. I'm gonna set the contour with my MUA Bronzed In Solar 130 and Solar 120. This is a lot cooler tone, this is a lot redder tone, but I feel when they're mixed together it just brings out the best. Yeah, I definitely feel like that NYX concealer brought back the red in my skin, so which makes me feel like this colour can be used. Yeah, that concealer, I feel like I can proper see my divots. I can't explain it, like my like just my pits in a sense. So it's not as full coverage as the Conceal and Define. But again, this is meant to be moisturising, so I'm gonna wear this for a few hours. In a sense, because I'm gonna go around to my partners and see how it. I'm gonna come back in a minute and with the rest of my face done, and then I'm gonna wear it for the remainder of the day and see how it goes. But I'm happy, definitely happy with all my first impressions at the moment. Like, I like the primer and I like elf's concealer, but I really like that, and I'm loving this makeup brush. So, no, foundation brush. So let me finish the rest of my face and I'll be back with you in a minute. Bye. So this is the finished look. I had a bit of an accident regarding my lining my tide line, and it came all over, so I had to wipe the makeup away, forgot to set. Anyway, but this is the finished look. I've literally just used Barrymcosmetics and Beige in green, and literally I just used that brown and that green. That's all I used. And this is the look I created. Kind of actually happy. I feel it's set on my skin. Oh, it feels like my Fit Me, if that makes sense. It feels like Maybelline Fit Me. Like, it's lightweight like that. It's buildable. It sits in the places I don't like it sitting like anything else does, but so yeah, I'm actually happy with the look. I've literally just used a combination between L'Oreal's Chocolate Ultimate Lipsticks. It's between, I was using Volupto, Choco and Ginger Bomb or Gingerbread? Ginger Bomb. So yeah, and I'm happy with the foundation. I'm gonna go to my partner's now and chill there for the remainder of the night and see how the foundation holds up. So it is 5:57. I probably won't be home until midnight, so I'll get back to you regarding how this held up. But I'm actually quite very happy with the way it looks in the mirror. It looks really good. My mum was like, yeah, it don't match your chest, but it looks good. And like, she was like, your contour's very red. But yeah, I'm actually really impressed with it. I can't explain it. It's not sitting on my face as like dry and like as the Conceal and Define. So I might have found my go-to, and like as it's sitting on my skin and it's warming to my like natural body temperature, it is even like, it seems to be like improving. So I'm quite happy with that. Oh, regarding my hyperpigmentation, sorry, I forgot, but can you see it is coming through, and like I can see the texture here. It is just sitting, but I can't explain it. It's like as it's sitting in my, I covered it. I did another, basically covered this. I done my face once and my mouth twice regarding the foundation. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you like it? Comment down below if anyone knows a good colour corrector, like an orange colour corrector, that when I say you put it on, you blend it out and it stays, you can do that and that and that. Don't move. You can put something on it, it don't move. And I understand there's Nikita Dragons out there, but unless that's getting sent to me for free, I buy everything with my own coin. Nothing is sent to me, my own coin. So unless it's sent to me free, I ain't buying it. And unless it's drugstore, I ain't buying it. So holla at your girl and bye. Hi, and I'm back. So it's around 12, it's 12:34. Yep. So it's been around 7 hours that this foundation has been on, and I will say it's doing alright. It doesn't, I think it's more to do with my lighting, so I'm just going to turn it off and see, because it's night time now obviously, and that's my bedroom light. So I think it's better with the lighting. So, but the flashback is from my lighting, but it's not as oily as it looks. Definitely not. It's alright. I will say that, yeah, I will say that, for instance, around my mouth here, like, if I just leave my face on straight, it's like very built up here in all my textured areas. Around my nose is not as bad. To be quite honest, it's an alright foundation. I'm liking it. I will give it another go because it just might have been a one-off. The one thing I'm having a freaking problem with is this eyeliner that I use to tide line my eyes with. So where are you? When I find that eyeliner, I will be throwing it in the bin. Look at that. Now I understand why girls do smoky eyes if they're going to do black, because I don't know how these girls keep all this bloody, I don't know. Either write in the comments to say what eyeliner you use or something, because I just don't do well with eyeliners when I tide like my eye, especially black. So that's the only downfall. That's what ruined the look. I looked in the mirror and I got in and I was like, oh my god. Thank god I was just crotching at my partner's house. But I did go out and get something to eat, and I was just thinking, with my face like this, I didn't even check in the mirror. Oh well. So, I do like the foundation. I will be giving it another go. My mum did like it. I had compliments, my partner gave me compliments, but I do feel with my texture here, I've just got a lot of build up. It looks shiny, but trust me, it's not as greasy as it looks. When I look in the mirror, it just looks like me, if that makes sense. It's my lighting that's making it look shiny here, but it's not as shiny. Like, I will even get a powder. And let's just test it actually. I'm just gonna get my Fit Me. Okay, maybe there was a little bit of shine, but compared to some foundations that I worn, that is nothing, okay? So, nothing that can't be fixed with a little bit of powder. That's for certain. Like, it actually isn't as shiny, so maybe it would, maybe it did get a bit shiny. Well, I don't mind that because it didn't look that bad, do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like a grease ball, but it's alright. I'm happy with the foundation, so I will be giving it another go. And I think everyone else should. It's cheap and affordable and drugstore. So, if you liked this video, please comment down below if there's anything that you think I could be doing on my video or how I could improve. Anything, just comment, like, subscribe, support the small YouTuber. Thank you. Have a nice night. I'm going to take this crap off now. I'm so tired. Night night.